Well, the bombings of July 7th last year were indiscriminate. The bombers deliberately targeted civilian targets. They targeted commuters on their way to work, men, women, children in some cases, on board tube trains and buses going about their daily business. The bombings were indiscriminate. Many communities were affected by what happened here on July 7th last year, and among them London's Irish community. We can hear now one Irishman's story of survival from July the 7th.
So it was a little late. I was thinking I'd skip breakfast, and just while I thought was going through my head, next thing, flash of light, an incredible bang, and the train ground to a halt, like as if it collapsed. Everything went pitch dark. It was just the explosion. It was like hearing it but feeling it as well. You know, tremors, shiver all the way up through your body. My whole body shook, and this floor panel came up underneath my feet. I actually thought I was dead at the time because I could see nothing or hear nothing, and I remember squeezing my legs, squeezing them because I thought that they were gone. The carriage was filled with smoke and soot, and you know, it was very hard to breathe then, so people were coughing and things. And then when we kind of just became aware of our situation, you know, people were screaming then, you know, blood-curdling screams that can only come from somebody who's, you know, very seriously injured. And people were calling for medics, and it was still pitch dark in the tunnel. You know, you could see nothing. I remember using our mobile phones as flashlights. Feeling of guilt and is horrendous. The fact that you're walking off the train when others aren't, you know, and you're walking up the track, you know, there's a whole lot of things going through your head. You have no idea what to expect or what you're going into. You're afraid to step on a track that's the electrified rail in the middle, you know, and you're trying to watch what your feet are, where your feet are, and people are telling you to keep going, and some of the injured people are screaming, "Don't leave me behind." I can always remember that the train was on the left, and on the right the door of the train was blown against the wall of the tunnel, and we were stepping over people's personal belongings like shoes and handbags, and I always remember there was a novel on the ground there. You're just thinking that person went to work and was sitting on the train reading a novel, you know, minding their own business, and then all of a sudden it's just, you know.
There's been reports of an explosion outside Liverpool Street Station.
Death on the streets of London.
Caught up in this string of terrorist attacks.
It's a major incident on London Underground.
Anybody who commutes to work any day will just have a look around them. They'll see somebody sitting there reading a novel. That's how easy a person can be just taken. It's the horror of terrorism.
Some of the Irish community caught up in the bombings last year.